Well, hello, everyone. It is Karen Ann Harlos again, the Pink Parliamentarian. This is my weekly show, or almost weekly, where I offer quick and dirty tips and tricks on parliamentary procedures, specifically focusing on Robert's Rules of Order. I am a registered parliamentarian with the National Association of Parliamentarians and am available for hire by your organization. You can check out my website at pinkparliamentarian.com. My rates are very, very reasonable, and if I don't say so myself, and I do offer brief free consultations. And remember, my philosophy is people first. We do not serve the rules serve us. I was planning on talking this week, like I said in my last show, about the inherently irrelevant negative vote, or is it intrinsically irrelevant negative vote? But I decided that I wanted to take on a topic that is more timely to an organization that I care about and one that is very basic, perfect for the show, that I think you guys would find of interest. And that is, what are the qualifications of a presiding officer? Be they called the chair, the president, or some other title, the one who functions as the presiding officer. Too many people mistake this role as some sort of star position, the person who took the best photo at glamour shots, and don't realize that this is primarily an administrative role. And, well, frankly, pretty unsexy. There is no room for title chasing and popularity contests. Let's first see what Robert's Rules of Order, RONR, has to say about this at 47.6, and I will get out my notes and put on my old lady glasses. There we go. And here is what it says. The presiding officer of an assembly, especially of a large one, should be chosen principally for the ability to preside. This person should be well versed in parliamentary law and should be thoroughly familiar with, and I would add, they should honor and respect the bylaws and the rules of the organization, even if he or she is to have the assistance of a parliamentarian. At the same time, any presiding officer will do well to bear in mind that no rules can take the place of tact and common sense on the part of the chairman. And I would say that the ability to preside also implicates other characteristics and functions that are scattered throughout RONR. For instance, that includes the ability or the perception that you are impartial, non-divisive, as well as being actually impartial while in that role. And yes, each organization is different, and there can be some expansion of the role of chair. They often will do fundraising and other public-facing things, but the primary role is the ability to preside and to bring together. But the actual handling of projects and activism in large organizations should not be the job of the presiding officer. That's what you have staff for. Not only does such a practice foster a cult of personality, with one person purposely or inadvertently gathering all of the attention and credit for what is actually organizational accomplishments that couldn't happen without a team. Why? It causes resentment, and it's not really in the best interest of the organization, and it hinders bench building. The presiding officer must love doing administrative work and be, in order to garner confidence, be a known capable administrator. And I will note, and this is a personal opinion, but I do think it can be extracted out from the principles. And I'm going to read my notes. Ideally, in a large organization, such as one with smaller sub chapters, such as state units and lower, that the presiding officer have comparable experience with being a representative of a diverse constituency and be able to navigate the treacherous waters that inherently come with the chairmanship. Experience in a special interest group or related experience outside the organization can certainly be transferable and beneficial, but that's not likely to work if the special interest group was already within the same organization, because inevitably there will be a perception, whether it is true or not, that the chairperson is not impartial and they might be serving two masters. Now, that might not necessarily be true, but a lot of times perception can be reality. To borrow a phrase from Kant, I think that's Kantian. Here is a section that I found really poignant from the seminal work when it comes to Roberts, and it's General Roberts in his book Parliamentary Law. As a general rule, the presiding officer should avoid expressing his opinions on pending questions, should he think it best to take either side on a question upon which there is some feeling. He should call on someone else to the chair before making his speech, and he should not resume the chair until the pending question has been disposed of. After he has shown himself as an advocate of one side, he cannot expect the other side to consider him an impartial judge in deciding any point of order that affects the pending question. And after speaking of the formalities that come with the prestige of the office, General Roberts makes this, I think, profound statement. He says, the individuality of the chairman should be lost in the office. I like to say discretion is the better part of valor. And if you have some sort of voice or power in your organization to select, elect, appoint the presiding officer, that you at least take into consideration these principles. Obviously, you're going to make up your own mind in whatever way you see fit, but there is wisdom in these words, and there's a reason why these are considered essential qualities of a presiding officer. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I do invite you to check out my political channel, where you can hear a radical libertarian perspective that is called Pink Flame of Liberty. And I also have a channel called Jurassic Dictionary, where I examine weekly and little short segments as this one. Pink Flame of Liberty is much more long form, but Jurassic Dictionary, I look at old and dead or dying or just unique words, particularly if they have a cool historical spin. Remember, you can check out my parliamentary business at pinkparliamentarian.com. And if you have need of parliamentary assistance in your organization, I would be more than glad to speak with you. So until next time, I hope you have an awesome day, evening, morning, whatever time it happens to be. And next episode, we will deal with the intrinsically irrelevant negative vote. At least I hope so. That's the plan. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you.